Can a Boss Katana 100 be controlled by this very small VC Mini? 3 buttons, 2 encoders. I mean, is this really gonna work? Let's find out in this video. Great, let's power up the VC Mini. As you can see, it is running firmware 3.5. We're also going to connect the USB to the Katana, and it recognizes the firmware of the Katana, being firmware 4. Also firmware 2 and 3 are supported. Now I can change patch. Talking about support, the Katana MK2 is not supported yet, but I do hope to add this in the near future. Currently I'm actually playing patches that are stored on the VC Mini, because you can store up to 80 extra patches. This is already a well-known feature of this device. You can hear the patch change is pretty much instant. Let's go to the parameters, and now I'm enabling the chorus. By holding the button on the right, you switch between patch and parameter mode. And by holding it again, I'm going back to the patch bank. By pressing 2 buttons at the same time, you can go bank up and down. Here I'm using a patch that has a dotted 8th delay. And the new feature is that when you press the patch button again, you can use it as a tap tempo. So this makes tap tempo easier accessible. New feature in firmware 3.5. Excellent, let's get into the menu and see another new feature that has been added. Under the global settings, there is now the option, instead of the current device, to show the current tempo. This means that at the right top the tempo is shown, and if I now tap the tempo, you can see that that value is being updated. New feature, very nice. Also, this is a feature I haven't shown before, but with the encoders you can select any parameter and change it. So right now I'm changing the type of the boost. And you can see all the parameters of mod and amp. Let's see if I can find the amp type. There it is. Now I can change to any amp type. Also the sneaky amps are supported. And I can edit the Katana on the fly. All the parameters of the Katana are accessible in this way. And I can completely edit it without help of an external editor, which is great if you want to change a few small things on the fly. Let's see if I can find the... I'm changing the amp gain as well. Of course, that is easier done from the unit itself, but it's possible. Here I'm going to change the effects type. Before I do that, I will go to the third effects page where I can enable and disable the effects. And now I'm changing the types of effects, so I can also edit these. Having a bit of fun with the auto run. Again, if there are any sneaky effect types available, you can select them here. I want to increase the speed of the tremolo. That's nice. Next, I'm going to add an expression pedal that is now hot pluggable. And first time it'll just quickly find the minimum and maximum value, and now I can control the foot volume. So a number of options with this. I have it now to set to auto mode, where it'll follow whatever effect is enabled. So now I'm going to enable the pedal, and right now I'm controlling the pedal wah through the expression pedal. I can also change the pedal wah type from wah to whammy. Pedal pitch is called. Okay, how do you store patches onto the VC Mini? Well, you can edit a patch on the unit, and once you're happy, I just wanted to see what it sounds like, enable the boost. And also you can just change stuff on the Katana itself. And then you can hold the middle button, which will bring you to the screen where you can actually save the patch. So you find a slot where you want to save it. Now I just don't want to save it, I also want to give it a name so I can find it again. With the left encoder I can select the character, with the right one I can change a character. And that way I can add names. Also, a good feature is if you press the right encoder, it'll take big steps from capitals to small letters to numbers, etc. Once you're happy with the name, you can press the left encoder, which will take you back to the menu, and then you can select right, or just press the right button until you're out, and the patch will be saved. And just to check if the name has been changed, there it is, clean test. Perfectly. Also, it is possible to save patches from the BTS. It's a bit more work. You just need to connect the Katana straight to your computer and edit the patch until you're happy. Then the patch will just stay on the Katana. Remove your computer, add the VC Mini, and then just press the middle button. And that way you can store the patch from BTS into the VC Mini. There you go. You can connect the Katana also straight to a computer using a USB cable. And then you can go into the VC Edit. And through here you can change whatever, well, the function of all the buttons. It can do whatever you want. So there's a whole bank of programmable MIDI switches. We'll go into that later. And here you can also make a backup of all the patches that are on the VC Mini. You have a few extra options here. You can rename a patch if you're not happy with the name, which is a bit easier to type on a computer than on the interface. And it's possible to copy patches if you want that. I'll show you here how I copy it, rename the second one so I know that that is the extra one. And when you press write patches to V controller, the data will be written to the VC Mini. Also, you can make a backup just by pressing save in the file menu. And you can import and export individual patches. Now these are not stored in the same way as in the And BTS, unfortunately, this is a different format, but it's possible to export and import patches. Maybe in the future I'll add this functionality, but it is an amazing amount of work to dive into the BTS format, so far I've just used my own. You can change the settings. Here's the setting of showing current device and current tempo that I showed before. Also, there's some more options here, but not all of them are relevant for the VC Mini, or for the Katana, I mean. Stuff like tuner just does not work, as the Katana doesn't have a tuner. Under LED settings you can change the colors of the different effect types, and also you can remote control the VC Mini through the remote control page. Also you can press the number keys also at the same time to go back up and down. Okay, maybe say 3 buttons is not enough. Can I add more? Yes, that's possible. Right here I'm showing my trusty FCB 1010, and I'm actually controlling the VC Mini through the FCB 1010. So I can select patches here. Both the patches that are the channels and the patches that are stored onto the VC Mini. And I can operate the expression pedals. Currently I'm controlling the effects from the VC Mini, and I want to enable the wah. So that's why I had to use my fingers, because it was kind of behind. I couldn't reach it with my foot, so I need to find a different setup so I can actually reach it. There you go. Okay, let's have a look at how to set this up. First, I've connected the FCB 1010 through a USB MIDI adapter to my Mac and started MIDI monitor, and I press all the buttons and all the expression pedals and read out the MIDI channels and CC numbers that I need. Then I go into VC Edit and go to the settings and to MIDI switch settings, and here I have programmed the first 3 MIDI switches, which are a bit further down, and here they are set to the same settings that I read from the FCB 1010. I have a bit of funny channel numbers, but that's just how mine is programmed. So now I can control these MIDI switches. Now I need to program a function to them, and I do that by programming these functions in VC Edit, so I can remote control them. And I'll set the last one to expression pedal 1, which will be whatever setting is set in BTS for the first expression pedal. You can also control them from here. Here I'm actually controlling the right pedal, and it's working great. So all the functions are working. Okay, this is bringing me to the end of this presentation. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you're interested in getting a VC Mini, send me an email at 68soundcontrol@gmail.com. Also, there's our links in the description with information on how to buy a unit of me or get a PCB and build one yourself. Bye bye!